All right, here we go. Back again. And just want to tell you guys, you men, you out there, you working with women, man, it's a new day. It's a new day. You cannot be, buddy buddy, chummy chummy out there with women, man. Because you'll do it for with 9 out of 10 will be cool, but that 1 in 10 is gonna get you caught up. That's why the best way is to just don't be like that. Okay? And here is a dude that's been, this dude is being, what's the word? Not persecuted, and yeah, he did some things he shouldn't have did. But was it worth killing his whole political career? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. Maybe there's some stuff I don't know, but I haven't heard him giving people hugs and touching them on the back. They're gonna kill his whole political career just for that. Like I said, but hey, I've been watching this thing with Cuomo for a long time, and he's an old school dude. He feels like, hey, old school dudes, they feel like they're a little more touchy-feely than new school. But I'm here to tell you that the new school is, if you are a man and you working with women, you have a target on your back. You have to remember that. You have to understand that. You have a target on your back, and you cannot be working with women and be buddy buddy, chummy chummy, touchy touchy. You cannot do that no more. He got in trouble for just joking, just saying a joke about marriage to somebody. I mean, listen, man, listen. The day of you being able to, go eat lunch with women and hang out with them at the workplace, yeah, in the social environment, you got a little more leeway. But at work, got to do like New Edition. You got to count me out, because this is what's gonna happen to you. I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen to you. They're gonna end this dude's whole political career on some stuff that all they had to do is put him to the side and say, "Hey, you did this. Don't do that no more." That's all that needed to happen, right? But they're not gonna do that. Instead, they let Donald Trump grab women in the crouch. They elect him to be president. This dude here didn't even do nothing close to nothing like that, and they're canceling and ending his political career, right? But hey, man, like I said, this is. I mean, I'm just saying the truth. If I lie, stop me, somebody. But I just want to show you the situation you in. If you're a man, the situation you in.
Straight to the Meadow, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo delivering remarks right now. First time we've heard from him since the General did a report on complaints made against me by certain women for my conduct. The report said I sexually harassed 11 women. That was the headline people heard and saw and reacted to. The reaction was outrage. It should have been. However, it was also false. My lawyers, as you just heard from Rita Glavin, have reviewed the report over the past several days and have already raised serious issues and flaws that should concern all New Yorkers. Because when there is a bias or a lack of fairness in the justice system, it is a concern for everyone, not just those immediately affected. The most serious allegations made against me had no credible factual basis in the report. And there is a difference between alleged improper conduct and concluding sexual harassment. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to say that there are not 11 women who I truly offended. There are. And for that, I deeply, deeply apologize. I thought a hug and putting my arm around a staff person while taking a picture was friendly.
All right. Yeah. You cannot touch no woman no more. Not at work. You just can't do it no more. I mean, unless you know this person very well, you just cannot do it no more. And even if you do, my advice is don't touch nobody. Don't touch nobody. Men, we give each other daps and, pounds and stuff. but that's a man. The likelihood of a man, you know, watching your career go to the top and then saying, "Oh yeah, he sexually harassed me back in the day. He touched me," and that is so low. But a woman, every promotion you get, the chances get higher that somebody is going to say, my life is not where I want it to be, or I could get over on you. So, or I could push my career to another level if I proceed with this situation. Yeah, Cuomo just got caught. Cuomo is going to be the poster boy for this.
But she found it to be too forward. I kissed a woman on the cheek at a wedding.
No. You don't kiss nobody. Oh, but he was at a social setting, right? Let's listen to the rest of it.
And I thought I was being nice, but she felt that it was too aggressive.
Right? No. See, you watching the death of the alpha male in the workplace. The alpha male is gone. They're chasing the alpha male out of the workplace because the alpha women need to be there. Alpha women are trying to make their move there. And hey, I'm all for them being there. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So you got to know when to play your position, man. You know what I mean? At work, and you got to play the better role. I ain't going to play no better role. I'm going to be a man. I mean, I won't touch these women. Okay. All right. And that's cool as long as you stay, you know, on the call center floor with 300 other people. Yeah, that's cool. But when you start going up that corporate ladder, you start going up to getting these promotions, or you come into a windfall of some money, or you come into you know, you invent something, or you come into some fame and fortune, man, these women going to be after you, man, like flies on you know what. And they can do it. They can do it. Right? All I'm saying is, I ain't saying women are bad people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you work with women, you are a target. As this man was a target and didn't even realize it.
I have slipped and called people honey, sweetheart, and darling.
Yeah, see, that's old school stuff. You cannot do that no more. Not at work. Not at work. At work is Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so. I'm telling you this, you young guys, this stuff. Even you older guys, man. You got to stop it. Or I'm in so deep, they can't do nothing to me. Okay, all right. Well, as long as you know, you're practicing the habits of people, poor people. If you really want to make, you want to make more money and have less problems, just be respectful across the board, men and women. Just be respectful across the board. But a lot of us as men, we thought we were being respectful by giving women compliments. Compliments are out. They're done. You don't compliment no woman no more. If you're not her husband or significant other or brother or related, compliments are out at work. You do not compliment no woman. I wouldn't say you even compliment a woman in a social setting unless you're trying to start a romantic relationship with this person. And you better hope to God that she ain't offended by you saying, "Oh, you look nice in that dress." You never know. With a woman, you never know. A woman come back and say, "What you mean? The other days I didn't look nice?" You know what I mean? You never know what a woman's going to do. You know, I'm not saying they rattlesnakes, but it's like you don't know which way a rattlesnake's going to move. You don't know. Rattlesnake may let you walk by. You never know. Or it may get you. You don't know. A woman may let you walk by. Or she may get you. You never know. Depends on what's going on in her life, right? I'm not saying all women are bad. I'm not saying all women are bad. There's some women, they understand that, man, you know, nobody really teaches us as men how to be around women. But most women don't care. It's an opportunity for them to get paid, and hey, they're going to get paid. That's a lot of women are like that. But anyway, I'm not saying this dude is a choir boy. What I'm saying is he's going to be the poster boy because He didn't do anything that I feel like they should be killing his whole political career. And I'm not a Democrat. I'm not for them. I'm not a Republican. I'm not for, I don't have a dog in the fight like that. But I don't see why they could kill the guy's. If they didn't kill Donald Trump's career over him running around grabbing women's private parts, I don't see what the problem is with him just, doing the things he did. Maybe it's out of time, but to kill a guy's whole political career, now they're trying to set up something where he can't even hold office anymore in New York. I mean, it's crazy. But hey, he must have made a lot of enemies somewhere. But if they're gonna kill his political career for doing some of the stuff he's did, then you gotta watch. You need to watch your back at your little job. You need to watch your back at your little job.
Darling, I meant it to be endearing, but women found it dated and offensive. I said on national TV to a doctor wearing PPE and giving me a COVID nasal swab, "You make that gown look good." I was joking.
See, joke's over. You can't joke with him. You can't sit with him. You can't talk to him. You can't touch him. You can't laugh at him. You can't do nothing, bro. You can't do nothing, bro. If you can avoid working with a bunch of women, avoid it on a corporate job and even at your own business. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Because once you get women around you, man, you are a target. I mean, at work, where you working with them every day and you like within proximity of them, they can come and walk in your office. Now, see, all of y'all thought, what's the last vice president's name? It'll come to me. I forgot. Trump's vice president. Anyway, his name will come to me. Yeah, Mike Pence. Mike Pence. Okay, and everybody thought he was crazy when he said, "I don't go nowhere with no woman by myself." He said, if I'm not gonna be in no room, no place with no woman by myself. And everybody thought he was crazy when he said it, but guess what? He ain't got no charges on him. He ain't got nobody running at him saying, "Hey, you touched me on the back, you hugged me, you did this." He said, "I ain't gonna be nowhere unless with no woman unless my wife can be there." Everybody thought he was a square dude, but guess what? Whatever you think about the dude personally, he ain't got to worry about no charges on his back. Like Cuomo, and I remember him saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fight all this. I'm gonna fight all this," because he really thought, man, hey, I didn't mean nothing by it to hurt nobody. But that don't matter what you meant. All that matters is they can come up and say, "Oh my God, I can't work anymore because he touched my back. Now I got to go out on 2 years of leave because I got to get counseling because he touched my back," or whatever they say, whatever. I'm saying if they could pull down a bull like him, what they gonna do with you at your little job? What do a woman care whether you get fired, bro, for touching them or giving them a hug? And 2 years later, they come back and say, "Oh yeah, he gave me a hug. I need $1 million because I can't think no more. I can't work at my station no more." I mean, you basically, man, you just, like I said before, I had a friend and a coworker, and like I said before in another video, we worked in the field, man. We worked outside, and with guys mostly, right? And so there's things we would do and say when we was in the field with just the guys that we wouldn't do when we came in the office where women were working in, because we had to check in the office when women were there. So everybody put their best hat on when they went in, because just out of respect for the women, but just to not have no problems. You know what I mean? We this situation, we talking maybe 15, 20 years ago, so the situation wasn't as serious back then. But we still, we respected the people we worked with, and we knew that probably wasn't the way, the girls in the office would be, wanting to hear us talking like we was talking when we was out on the field. So anyway, I had a coworker, man, and this dude, he got hurt, so they sent him to work with some other with in the call center with a bunch of different women. All right, so he said, man, man, he said, man, Clint, they letting me do, they taking me to lunch, they doing this, even the married ones, man, they taking me to lunch, they buying me breakfast, they doing. And I said, man, you better get out of that quick, you better stop that quick. What do you mean, man? What do you mean? I got it made. You don't understand. I got it made. So he thought I was hating, and I'm saying, hey, man, I'm not hating, man. I'm just telling you, this is gonna go bad quick. I said, man, it's gonna go bad for you. I said, man, because anybody could pull the switch out and have you, and you could hit the water. You know what I mean? But he was not having it. He was like, man, you just a hater. You ain't seeing it the way I see it. I said, okay. Once I realized it wasn't no talking him out of it. It wasn't no getting him to see the reality of the situation. I was like, okay, hey man, have fun, enjoy yourself. He did this. He probably called me about 2 or more times to say the same thing. Oh man, I'm just, really to brag, right? Saying, oh man, I don't know what to do. Who should I have lunch with? Who should I do? It was really a low key brag, right? So I was like, I said, well, man, I told you before, what I said about that, but you do what you got to do. They ran that dude out of the company in about 2 years. 2 years, man. They ran this dude out of the company because he was running around with all these different girls, man, and they got him crossed up and, crossed over. But that's just one cat. We're talking about one dude. It happens all over the country all day. Millions of guys just making the wrong decision. Anyway, you can't be hugging, you can't touch, you can't do none of that no more. You can't do that anymore.
Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have said it on national TV. But she found it disrespectful. I take full responsibility for my actions. I have been too familiar with people. My sense of humor can be insensitive and off-putting. I do hug and kiss people casually.
That is a no-no. That is a no-no. Oh, I'm Italian, I can get away. No. No. I don't care what you are. You cannot do that no more. You cannot do that at work, or even representing your work. You cannot do it no more. I'm telling you, if you're a man and you work with women, you are a moving target. You are a moving target. You are a business opportunity waiting for the spring to spring on you. And the spring is you gave somebody a hug, or you gave somebody a kiss, or you touched them on the shoulder, or you touched them in the back. And I mean somebody, I mean a woman, a female. You gotta look at females as I remember, man, there's a guy on the internet, I think his name is Big John, and I heard him say, women are like hand grenades, bro. They are walking hand grenades. And the pin could drop out of there at any moment. Shout out to that brother. The pin could drop out at any moment. The pin could fly out of that thing at any moment. And you never know. That's the problem. You never know. Because women, a lot of times, ain't going to give you, sometimes they will. Sometimes they will give you signals that show that they're uncomfortable with what you're doing. But sometimes they won't. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they won't think about it until they go home and tell the girlfriend about it, or their boyfriend about it. And they say, what? You let that person do that? And they get a battery put in their back to come back to the situation and try to start some crap. Now, I'm just talking about guys like this. This guy did stuff that was, some of us have done stuff way worse than that. Way worse. Including myself, way worse. Way worse. If I hadn't found God, man, I would be under the jail. I'm just a sinner that God had mercy on. and he said I could use this center. Let me place him where I could use him. So here I am talking to you. Maybe you not a sinner, right? Maybe you not a sinner. Maybe you came down, you got chicken wings on your back, and you floated down out of heaven, but not me. I came up out the mud, right? And I came to talk to other sinners, right? I came to talk to other sinners. Maybe you, right? Maybe you one of the sinners. If you one of the sinners, sit down. Let me talk to you. If you're not a sinner, then go about your way, right? They came to get Jesus. Peter and them came to get Jesus. They looking for him, man. Hey, anybody seen the master? No. I heard he's over here at this soup kitchen with these publicans and sinners. What? Let's go get him. They go get him over there. Excuse me. They go get him. He's sitting down eating with publicans and sinners. Peter go, hey, what you doing? We got a seat for you over here with the politicians and the doctors and the lawyers. He said, hey, I came to say I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I came to save the right. He said, I came not for the righteous, but the unrighteous. I came not for the right. These people already think they got it going on. Why do they need me? They got money. They think they got it going on. They think they doing me a favor having me sit with them. I'm here where I'm supposed to doing my work, trying to save people that need me. I didn't come for the righteous. They think they righteous already. I came for the unrighteous. Here I am. I came for you. You the unrighteous. I came for you. If you righteous, if you that righteous, where you never made no mistake, you never did nothing wrong, be on your way. Be a rock thrower at Cuomo and whoever else comes up. But I know better. I know better. Anyway, moving on. Because I'm spent 22 minutes on this already, and I ain't even got past 2-minute mark on his resignation. Because this is Governor Cuomo resigning over all of this beef about his sexual harassment, and I haven't heard anything unless I have missed something about him doing something really aggressively violent. I don't see nothing. Yeah, there's some things he should address, but to kill the guy's whole political career, yay.
Women and men. I have done it all my life. It's who I've been since I can remember. In my mind, I've never crossed the line.
Let me see what's going on. All right. Go.
Full responsibility for my actions. I have been too familiar with people. My sense of humor can be insensitive and off-putting.
Yeah.
I do hug and kiss people casually.
No.
Women.
No. You cannot hug and kiss people. I'm Italian, that's just my culture. We do this. In Italy, we do this. But you ain't in Italy, partner. You ain't in Italy. You in America. You are a moving target. You work with one woman. You can work with one woman, and you are a target. You're a target. You never know when that woman's going to pull them secrets out and just shit, somebody running her with $1 million cash. What's she going to do? Say no? She's just going to hope you understand. Right? And she really ain't going to care whether you understand or not. The average woman. You know what I'm saying? There's some women that's like, this man got a family. We're not going to go down this road. But the average woman in today's world, they don't give a damn if you taking care of your mama, your sick father, whoever your family. They don't care. They want a pound of your flesh, and so they can have it. And we're not saying that you don't do nothing. We're not saying that Cuomo didn't do nothing wrong. What we're saying is, should they really have to kill a guy's political career over the stuff he did, over the stuff he's admitted he did? Should they kill a guy's political career over it? Yeah, maybe they should be addressing it, but you're going to kill a guy's career? Because he kissed somebody on the cheek at a wedding? Man. I mean, you know, unless I don't know anything, man. This is a lot I don't know.
And men. I have done it all my life. It's who I've been since I can remember. In my mind, I've never crossed the line with anyone. But I didn't realize the extent to which the line has been redrawn. There are generational and cultural shifts that I just didn't fully appreciate.
Yeah.
And I should have.
Yeah.
No excuses.
Yeah.
The report did bring to light a matter that I was not aware of and that I would like to address. A female trooper relayed a concern that she found disturbing, and so do I. Please let me provide some context. The governor's trooper detail had about 65 troopers on it. But of the 65, only 6 women and 9 black troopers. I'm very proud of the diversity of my administration. It's more diverse than any administration in history. And I'm very proud of the fact that I have more women in senior positions than any governor before me. The lack of diversity on the state police detail was an ongoing disappointment for me. In many ways, the governor's detail is the face of state government that people see. When I attend an event, people see the detail that's with me.
Okay, come on.
I was continuously trying to recruit more to diversify. On one occasion, I met 2 female troopers who were on duty at an event. Both seemed competent and impressive, and I asked the state police to see if they were interested in joining. I often meet people, men and women, and if they show promise, I refer them to be interviewed. The state police handled the interviewing and the hiring, and one of the 2 troopers eventually joined the detail. I got to know her over time, and she's a great professional. And I would sometimes banter with her when we were in the car.
No. No more bantering. Guys, no more bantering. No. You work with a woman. If you ain't talking about work, don't joke, don't laugh, don't nothing. You are, the more money you make, the bigger target you have on your back. Don't do this. This dude is giving you the blueprint to failure, and it's good. I'm glad that he's opening it up so you can see. Don't do this stuff. Don't. Not unless you want to throw your whole career down the drain, or your business, give your whole work. You worked hard to build a business and then give it away to somebody else. That's stupid. We all got to be smarter than this. It's a new day. Being buddy-buddy with women at the workplace is over. That's done. Let women accuse each other of sexual harassment. We are out the sexual harassment game. We're out of it. You don't touch nobody. You don't say nothing to nobody. You don't do nothing to nobody at work. Nothing. You know, hopefully you're not doing stuff outside of work that's, aggressive. But at work, the only thing they should see is a bunch of beta males. That's it. That's it. Don't let them see you're an alpha dog. Be an alpha dog on the job, not an alpha dog in relationships to women. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, listen. No Girl Scout cookies. Don't buy nothing from no. Don't do nothing with no women. Nothing. Anything that you got to be in an isolated situation with a woman at work, don't do it. I told you guys, I don't even buy Girl Scout cookies no more. Hell no. Get away from me. I don't want to talk. I ain't letting no little girl come up to me. You crazy? I ain't letting her mama come up to me. No, if her dad comes to me, I bought Girl Scout cookies from a father. guys I work with, yeah, I buy Girl Scout cookies from them, but that's the only alternative. I'm not buying no Girl Scout cookies from no female. No, especially the younger they are, forget it. Forget it. I ain't buying no magazines. I ain't buying no candy. I ain't buying nothing from you. Nothing. Nothing. You coming up to me, you have a vagina at work, that's like an atom bomb that could go off at any moment. I don't want that. You know, no offense, but this dude right here, the barbecuing of Cuomo is a good, it's a good step-by-step process of showing how your career can be thrown off just by doing stupid stuff. He did a bunch of stupid stuff. He wasn't even, in my opinion, or I haven't heard anything where he was grabbing somebody by the hair and dragging them into a hotel room or something like that. He just was doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Old school, old school stuff. Trying to get close to whoever, right? Seeing what was going to fly, checking his traps. He's just doing some old school trap checking, right? But look what happened to him. They're gonna kill the guy, and I'm not even a fan of his. I mean, I don't know the guy. I'm not even a fan of his. But I'm just saying, just as a guy, looking at the guy, and they really to wreck his whole political career. Now, I'm not dumb. I know there's stuff behind the scenes going on. There's political wires behind the scenes that people have been trying to make, and he's got haters behind the scenes politically. I understand that. I understand that. But we talking about just what's on the surface here, which is his conduct with these women and their responses, and them saying that that he should resign because he touched him on the back, or he touched him or he gave him a kiss. Instead of saying, hey, he should be that should be addressed. He should have to go to some counseling or something like that. But they're willing to kill the guy's whole political career. That's a little bit of overkill as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, let me play a little bit more of this, and then I'm going to end it.
We spend a lot of time driving around the state. This female trooper was getting married, and I made some jokes about the negative consequences.
See, you cannot joke. You cannot joke with them. You cannot talk to them. You cannot touch them. You cannot do nothing. If you work with women, you cannot do nothing with them. You have to look at them as men. I know they smelling good, looking good, all that. That's to trick you and trap you into doing something stupid. Right? They're wearing provocative clothing, right? What's the base word of provocative? Provoke. They're trying to provoke you into doing something stupid, stepping over the line, saying something you ain't supposed to say, doing something you saying something they can interpret as something that was offensive, and then you done. Your goose is cooked. Now I'm telling you, yeah, they're not gonna cook your goose while you're in an entry level position. No. They're gonna wait till you get to a certain status, and then they're gonna come get you, or you may come into some money, or you may invent something, or you may come into some fame and fortune. That's when they're gonna come back and get you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years later. Do you really need that? Look at this, man. This guy's trying to defend himself off of hugging people. I mean, this is ridiculous. 20 years ago, man, they would have laughed these people out for this kind of stuff. They would have just laughed them out of the room. They would have said, well, Jim, just tell him. Go to his people and tell his people to sit down and talk to him. It would have been more of that situation, as opposed to, one strike you out. Not 3 strikes you out. 1 strike you out. You do something, man. I mean, he's just an old school dude doing some trap checking, seeing what's going to stick to the wall. Right? What's the big deal? And I mean, as far as killing the guy's career. Yeah, he did some stuff that he shouldn't have did. But what happened to, let's go to the employer and have the employer talk to him. What happened to that? But what happened to have straighten somebody out? No, you're a man, one mistake, you done. you done. You know what I'm saying? You out of the game. So that based on that situation, I'm saying don't joke with nobody. Don't with these women. Leave these women at the workplace alone, or you gonna pay for it. Oh, bro, Clarence, you taking it too serious. Oh, okay. I'm taking it too serious. Okay, all right.
Of married life. I meant it to be humorous. She was offended, and she was right. The trooper also said that in an elevator I touched her back, and when I was walking past her in a doorway, I touched her stomach. Now, I don't recall doing it, but if she said I did it, I believe her.
Okay, so we're going to end it right here. Okay, look. He got about another 10 minutes he's going on. But anyway, the point is the guy's going to, after all of that, I'm going to fight. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to do that. They finally got him to bow down and say, hey, I'm going to leave. Which is really, once the METOO train gets rolling on you, man, it no longer becomes about whether you were right or wrong. You look like you're insensitive by fighting the charges that's against you already. You know what I'm saying? You look, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have no way out. It's not about whether, oh, well, you know, I didn't do it and I can prove I didn't do it. By trying to prove you didn't do it, now you look more insensitive to the women that are coming out against you, and people look worse upon you already. It's like no way you can get out of it now. At a certain point, get to the point like he's at the point now where it doesn't matter whether he did it, you know, just was, you know, doing something not innocent, but just something that was not as, you know, forward as it could have been. It don't matter, right? Or it doesn't matter that he was just, you know, old school thinking process, and you know he just need to be updated on how to think and how to do. No. It's not. It doesn't matter no more. Or I'm Italian. This is my culture. We just do this. It don't matter no more. All that matters is you touch me, and if you try to defend yourself, now you trying to say that the women are liars. You in a no-win situation, partner. Even if you right, you in a no-win situation. The people gonna say, you saying these women are lying? Yeah, or they taking it way out of context. Oh no, now the people really go against you. Now the people really hate you, especially the millennials, because the millennials don't take time to look into stuff. They just look at the headlines and say, "Oh my God, he's gonna stay. He's gonna fight after he did all that." That ain't even prove you did anything, but after he did all that. But anyway, man, this is the thing. They finally broke Cuomo down, and you know, they finally broke him down. He has to resign 14 days from today or whatever day he did this, and he's got to resign. And I just don't see why. I don't see why he has. I mean, I do see why. I see the mechanics of why, but I just don't see in reason and logic why he should have to resign. At best, they should put him in some classes to have him understand what mutual respect is, or some mutual respect or sexual harassment classes, right? That's at best what he should be going through, at the very maximum what he should be going through. But here they're making the guy resign, plus they're trying to put something together so that he can't even hold office in New York anymore. I mean, it's crazy. And what's the key that broke the lock? The key that broke the lock. I'm not saying there ain't no other political stuff going on behind the scenes. Trust me, I understand. There's a lot of political, you know, tug of wars going on behind the scenes. You know, this was just the weapon that was used to take this dude down. They was trying to get him for a long time. So I'm not saying that, oh, well, this is, no. There was a lot going on before this that they were trying to pull him down for, but they couldn't get him. When they got him with this, you really, like I said, you pretty much can't fight back, Because if you go out and say, well, hey, I didn't mean to do something like that. That wasn't my intention. They don't care that it wasn't your intention. Or this person misunderstood. Let me explain my side of the story. No. Then the people say, well, you're saying these women are liars? How insensitive of you. Now you look like you insensitive just fighting the charges. And more people get to hating on you because you just fighting your charges. You look like a bad guy just fighting your charges. Man, I'm going to tell you, I'm about to wrap this up. No touching no women no more. No doing nothing don't buy nothing from no women if you can. Not by yourself. You know, if the woman's going to be around you, then you get somebody else on your team in there with you. Don't never be around. I'm talking about at work. Socially, you pretty much on your own. You're going to have to decide, you know, who you can spend your time with. You're going to have to decide that on your own. But I'm going to come up with some things for that too. But right now, you're on your own. Socially, at least, you got a better shot at surviving a social situation where somebody could just say, can you just please leave us alone? Whenever a woman tells you leave us alone, listen. Don't be stupid. Oh, I'm just going to say right here, what's the matter with you? No. Woman tell you leave you alone, she's giving you a golden parachute to get the F away from her before she wrecks your life. These women know they can wreck your life. When they tell you to get away from them, listen. Listen. Don't be dumb. Oh, girl, what's wrong with you? Girl, let me just buy you a drink. No. Somebody said get away from you? Yes, ma'am. Hit him with a ma'am right between the eyes. Pow! Yes, ma'am. Boom. Gone. You got to be like a ninja out here, man. Boom. Gone. They say something. You get that energy that, you know, you mess with the wrong person. Boom. They turn around. Where'd he go? What happened to him? Well, I'm glad he's gone. Yeah. Just be gone. Be out. Anyway, what have we learned from Governor Cuomo's little excursion into, sexual, the essay situation? What have we learned from that? What have we learned from that? Number one, do not talk to women at work unless it is strictly work related. Don't do it. You're bantering with them. You are putting yourself in a bad risk, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. They're gonna kill this guy's whole political career over bantering with a woman, over talking to her, saying stuff she didn't like, instead of her going to her employer and saying, hey man, can somebody talk to this guy about this? Can you guys get this guy some classes or something so he can do better? Nah, why? They don't want you to do better. They all want to come up, so they let you continue. That's what most women gonna do. They're gonna let you continue. They're not gonna go to nobody until they're ready to cash in their chips. And when they're ready to cash in their chips, you done. That's why we got to get out of the SA game. We just got to get out of the SH game, the SA game. We got to get out of this game at work. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of the game, period. But I'm talking about those of us that's unintentionally getting caught up. We got to get out of the SA game and the SH game. Just get out of that game. And how you get out of that game, you're going to have to take it. Don't blame the women. It's not their fault. You know, somebody throw them a alley-oop, they're going to jump and dunk it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. So don't throw them the alley-oop. Don't talk to them. Oh, you know what? Christine, I need to see you in my office. It's already another guy in the office already. You make sure it's another guy in there. And ask Christine to bring somebody in there. Bring a representative in there. Bring somebody in here. Now it's 4 people in there. So all them 4 stories got to match. But never meet with no woman one-on-one. Not if you smart. If you smart, you won't do it. If you stupid, you'll do it. Continue to do this. Anyway, what do y'all think? Am I overstepping? Am I overdoing it? Am I saying, am I pushing the program too hard, saying, oh man, don't never talk to no woman at work. And I'm pushing her. No, I'm not saying don't talk to no woman. I'm saying you can't be talking to them stuff outside of work. I'm not saying you can't talk to no woman. You just can't talk to them outside of stuff out of work. Because you never know how they're going to take it. You never know how they're going to take it. And they may not say nothing to you. You come into work the next day or a week later, and you got a note on your desk that you need to come down to human resources. You be like, what? What happened? Oh, maybe they got my tax ID number. Get down there, man, and it's a whole little. We're with internal investigations. We want to ask you a few questions about what? About what you said to Mandy the other day. What? I don't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but it can happen to you. Anyway, number 2, don't laugh and joke with them. Don't laugh and joke with them. Don't. You are going to, man, listen, let them laugh and joke. Let them be the jokers. And if they don't, and if they look at you like you a beta male, good. You want to be a beta male at work. You don't want to get caught up with nothing at work. You want to go to work. Your job there is to pick up that check. Until you can build your own business, you're going there so that you can pay for your lifestyle and your family's lifestyle. Until you can build your own business and you don't have to go there anymore. But until that time, you got to be strategic. Yeah, 9 out of 10 women, they ain't going to have no problem with you talking to them or saying it. But it's that you don't know which one is the 1 in 10 and which one can be that 1 in 10 that day. You don't know. So don't do it. Anyway, we learned that you don't talk to women, you don't laugh with them, you don't eat with them, you don't do nothing with them alone. Nothing with them alone. Not at work. Because you learned you are a target. And they could come back a year later, 2 years later, 5 years later, 10 years later, 20 years later. You never know when that pin is gonna come out of the grenade. Okay? So just keep yourself safe. You be a person that gets your job done with the least amount of dust around you, and before they know it, you'll promote right on away from them, and none of them be able to come back and say, hey, he touched me on the butt, he hugged me, he kissed me, he did this, he did that. I feel so ashamed. I got to be out of work for 2 months because I got to go to counseling. Yeah, but that happened 2 years ago. Yeah, but it don't. Now it's really affecting me now, or whatever. And I'm not saying that's not, but we just saying, hey, why don't you say something when it happens so that we can deal with it? It's just like the people that say, oh, well, Bill Cosby did this and did it, but you didn't come out and say nothing to the world. So maybe you said this to this or that person, but you didn't say nothing to the world. You are the reason why other people had this happen to them, because you didn't say nothing to the world. If you said something to the world, other people would have been like, oh, well, I better not hang out with Bill Cosby by myself. But you didn't say nothing. So another person got dealt with, and another person got dealt with. Allegedly. Anyway. Yeah. So that's it. Oh, I always ask the question, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I going too far? Is Cuomo crazy? Should Cuomo stay and fight, even though he's facing impeachment and he's probably going to be thrown out? Is he crazy for giving up? You know what I mean? What should he do in this situation? What should he have done? What can he do in this situation? You can't. Like I said, you can't fight these charges. You can't. Once they get you on SA charges or SH charges, you look like a bad guy trying to fight them. It's just. You look like you being insensitive to the people that actually made the charges against you. I mean, it's a bad look all the way around. You just can't win. That's why to avoid it, if you can avoid working with women, avoid it. Socially, yeah, women are great. But in the workplace, bro, they're ticking time bombs. grenades, which is pin, ever so slightly can pop out at any moment. And if you have any clout in your company, you are a moving target. But, you know, that's my reality. That's my version of it. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. Peace. Oh, never be the aggressor.